2024 in the year of our Lord. Oh, it's a Sunday. It's 2 o'clock. It's time for High Off the Glass. How y'all doing? It is the Great in the mother-ucking building. I'm just going to let y'all know right now, this is not going to be a full show. I am tired. Your boy has been doing stuff. I'm about to roll this green right quick. Justin, did I leave my green in there? Damn it. It should be like a little jar. Did I set the jar down? Son of a bitch. All right. Look for that little jar. I brought some green in. So, yeah, I'm tired, y'all. What is it? Your boy has been moving. I'm repping my Yankees today because we won the ALCS last night. So I am super excited for the New York Yankees. Boom, you see what it is. My squad, my baseball squad, has made it to another World Series. First World Series in, how long? 15 years. So I am super excited about it. I did not. That game was close last night. The Cleveland Guardians, formerly known as the Cleveland Indians, came to play. They balled their ass off. And, yeah, hold on. I'm going to take a pause. I got to find my bud. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah. What's up? Filling in. So I figured I'm going to, this is what's up out there. Hey! My name's Justin Kagan. Oh yeah, live in full effect. It's Sunday. Come on down. It's live and we're back in action.
Thank you for putting that up. You can take that off. Well, we can take it off when we're done. Yeah, that's true. She probably did. All right. Right on, Just. Yeah, I had to get my bud. Bud is provided by Grow Room out in O'Fallon. Check out my boy B. His stuff is amazing. Look at this, like, purple. I love the look of this bud, and I love the way it hits. Like, look at this shit, y'all. Look at that. Look at this. Can you see the greenness? Can you see the purpleness of the bud? You see the orange hairs? Do you see all that? Oh, my goodness. It's a hybrid, of course, and it's not grape gas. I think it might be trichome. Shit is amazing. I love this bud. But, yeah, worked a late shift last night. Saturdays I work like till 11:30, going at 2:30. Don't get off till 11:30, so I am tired, y'all. Real quick, what's been going on is your boy was pretty close to pulling off a NBA season tip-off. You can see it. That's it right there. Boom, on the screen. I was pretty close to pulling that off. Shout out to my boy Poncho. Poncho Rucker made that amazing flyer for me. And pretty close to pulling everything off from it. Everything that I needed. I got the venue. Shout out to the fine folks down at Whole Shots. My homegirl, Michelle. She is the owner, proprietor of that establishment. This young woman wanted me to have one of my NBA events up there last year because she's a basketball fiend like I am. And I was more than happy to oblige her. But last year it was already done at Neat. So couldn't have it at her spot. She wanted me to have the next thing at her spot. So hollered at her this time about having the NBA season tip-off. She was with it. I was excited. She was super excited. But I'm not going to lie, things got held up, so the trigger got pulled late on my end. Then it got pulled late on her end. And got everything. See, this is the thing too, right? When wow, look how purple this bud is, y'all. Look at this. It just comes in just Super. Look at his bud. Look at his bud. Look how purple that is, y'all. YouTube audience, I'm sorry you can't see it, but when you grind it up, it's just so purple. What up, STL Smokey? How you living? Um, but when I do these events and shit, like everything clicks into place. What up, Christian with a K, GTA in the building. They're in the house. They're gonna be doing their show right after High Off the Glass, 3 o'clock. But when I do these events and shit, right, shit clicks into place like it ain't nothing. Like everything clicks in, like just like you playing Tetris. All the boxes form. I get what I need. I get this. I get that. And it works out perfectly. And I'm always excited about it. And that lets me know, okay, I'm on the right path, and this is going to happen because you haven't had no stumbles. Everything that you've needed has been provided, or you're about to get it, this and the third. This one, everything clicked into place except for a videographer slash live streamer. When I do my events, I have to be live on my YouTube page. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm not gonna do 2-3 hours of work for a live event. And when I do these NBA Finals joints, or I do anything surrounding a game, it's all about the game. Okay, it's not about me. I'm talking about it. It's not about my co-host and I. We're talking about it, but it's mainly about what's going on in the freaking game. And if nothing's going, and the game that we're covering is probably game one of the NBA Finals, or All-Star game, or some important ass game. The game is the focus. So we do that, and we're live on my YouTube page, and this, that, and the third. I could not find a videographer to save my life this go round. The guy I used the last few years, couldn't get a hold of him. What is it? I'm not gonna front. He got shittier and shittier the more I used him. Used him for 3 straight events. The third event, the first event the guy did, it was really good. He came on time, did his thing. Next event was late. Yo, it's me. Oh, what up, Slim? How you living, money? What's good, Dunny? What is it? Next event was a little later. Job was a little less good. Third time, even later, job was less good. So it's just like, I didn't really want to use dude, but I reached out to him because I couldn't find nobody else. Everybody I talked to said, I don't do that, but this person does that. So they give me this person number. I call them. What is it? Oh no, I don't do that, but I do this, and I don't do live streaming. I do photography. I don't do live photography. I do live streaming. I could not find someone who did both. You know what I mean? And it was weird. It's usually never been this hard for me to. Oh, you do? Okay, well, I needed a videographer and someone that could do live streaming for me, Slim. I needed someone who could do both, and that shout out to Slim on IG right now. He talking to me. This brother right here, he is awesome. He is collabs with Elite Homegrow Academy, and Elitist brand for their cannabis and cars events. Every year, those events are awesome. They're super sick. If you like cannabis and vehicles, y'all need to check out their joint. What is it? So it was never was this hard to find people that were about it and were gonna make shit happen. But for some particular reason, this year was hard. So I did my normal thing. And again, if you would like to call in, if you got any questions, 515-599-1687, 515-599-1687. One more time for the people in the back, 515-599-1687. So yeah, I couldn't find nobody, and it sucked because Michelle, the proprietor, and make sure y'all go down. It was going to be on Tuesday, October 22nd. That's when the season kicks off. The champs, my boss, the Celtics, play against the new New York Knicks. They got Karl Anthony Towns, which I think is going to be tremendous for them. I think that team has gotten extremely better. You gave away 2 players and got 1 player that can do what both players do. Like literally, like you got one dude that was a big man, and you got another one that was a shooter. You just got in the trade for one person, you got a big man that can shoot. Oh my God! Like Cat can do shit in the paint. He can do shit. He loves to stay out there by the 3-point line. But my man can actually take you to the post and work you down low with some center movement. You know what I'm saying? Like classic Akeem Olajuwon the Dream. He can hit you with those jump hooks, stutter steps, all that shit. So I think this is going to be a great game. I definitely wanted to cover it. I wanted to watch it live with y'all. I wanted to enjoy it. Major shout out to my boy Josh Price of Price Check Podcast. Josh was really, he was super on board. And Josh has literally held me down. Hell, for the last two NBA Finals events I've done, the one I did last year with whack ass Denver versus Miami and that snooze fest NBA Finals of 2023, and then this year when the champs beat the brakes off the Mavs. So he held me down for game one of both of those finals, and he was gonna hold me down for this. He was excited about it. I was excited about it, and we were about to do the damn thing, but just could not find that. And it's a lot of work putting together an event. And Slim, I know you know about this. It's hard. It's a lot of work putting together an event that has never been done before in this area, or as nationally. I mean, when was the last time you heard of somebody watching a basketball game live and doing a podcast during it? The last time you heard about it was me. You know what I mean? Nobody else really does that shit. So that was the deal. Wanted to get that in, wasn't able to. But again, if you all are free, if you are doing, if you want to go somewhere and watch the game, Whole Shots over on Patterson in Florissant. The way Michelle has hooked that restaurant, that sports bar up, it has been outstanding. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It has been great. You all need to go by there and check it out, and especially check it out for the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, check it out for the NBA season tip-off. Game 2 that night is Minnesota versus the Fakers. I think that game is going to be great. We're finally going to see Bron and Bronny Jr. You know what I mean? We're going to see them. What up, Barry? How you living, bro? Yo, shout out to Barry, yo. Appreciate you, man. You always tapping with the show. You always tap in with me, and you always be sending me shit and liking my shit. Appreciate you, Monk. Like, good looking. But what's the name? That game is going to be good. You're going to have Bron with his son. We've never seen that, and I cannot stand Bron on no level, y'all. I do not like LeBron James. I don't like that passive-aggressive bullshit he does sometimes. I don't like how this... If you're the greatest player ever, it's funny how you have to keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard Wilt call himself the greatest. I never heard GOAT call himself the greatest. I never heard Bill Russell call himself the greatest. I never heard Magic call himself the greatest. I never heard Larry Legend call himself the greatest. I never heard Steph call himself the greatest shooter. Now, maybe Steph did. But it's just, if you're the greatest, why the fuck you got to keep saying it? I don't understand it. But they're going to play Minnesota. I can't wait to see Bron and get that off on the court. But the thing is, right? This is the thing. I don't know how true this is, right? But supposedly, man has a contract that's set up where he can't go down. Now, this is a rumor that I heard this, y'all. This is not confirmed, okay? But from what I heard by a serious Faker fan, I'm talking about this dude loves some damn LA Fakers. The contract is set up in a way where Bronny can't even go down to the G League. Oh, you're more than welcome, Barry. I appreciate you, for real. How you gonna set up this dude contract? First off, let's just keep it a buck. Bronny's not good enough to be in the NBA. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? He's not good enough to be there. He's there because of who his daddy is. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. But do I give a shit? No. Like, I don't give a rat's ass. I hope that his other son comes and plays with him. And I got a feeling the other son will be better than Bronny. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care that he's just in there because of his daddy. But the thing that I don't get is that y'all going to keep him on that 15-man roster on the Los Angeles Fakers, instead of sending him down to the G League and letting him get that G League work. He needs to get that G League work. Why would you not? Why would you not do that? I don't. I do not know, y'all. I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. I think it would be beneficial to him and the team. The one thing that we know, right? You got a head coach that's arrogant as fuck. You got a star player that is arrogant as fuck, and they are going to try their not try their best. They are going to buck every norm that you've always seen on NBA teams. Like all that shit is gonna go out the fucking window this year. Like the way JJ and Braun are gonna run this team this year, it's gonna be some different shit. I see things happening on that team, like stuff, weird ass substitutions, super weird lineups. Like just I see them doing trends that you've never seen in an NBA game before. But that's just kind of how I see it. I could be wrong, but that's game two. So if you available, right, go down to Whole Shots. Go check it out. Go check out that venue. If I get off that day, because I was taking off work to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll go take off work to do that event. If I can get off that day, I'm going. Um, but yeah, I just want to be in that atmosphere and be in a Whole Shots and be in that spot because it's the quintessential great black sports bar. Because this is keeping a buck, y'all. There's not too many good black sports bars out there. There's just not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't know too many, and I'm not talking about a hole in the walls. I mean a straight up sports bar. Like that's what you are. You are about sports, and not to mention that they food is crushing. Like the wings and the fucking fish at Whole Shop. Stop it, man. I ain't got to keep doing this shit. But yeah, I wanted to come on here to be honest with y'all and do like an NBA season preview episode, but like this week I've been so enamored with this damn what up pimpin', how you living? What up 50? I've been so enamored with these playoffs, like these baseball playoffs been sickening the WNBA. Like that's been good. You got a Liberty team. I wish Max Dollars could hear this. Shout out to Max, because this dude, Make It Make Sense show comes on Mondays. My City, My Music. This dude he loves WNBA, like he loves women's basketball, college pro, and you had a Liberty team who knocked out the champs because the champs looked tired and old. And I think the only reason they look tired is because the Olympics had a opposite effect on them that the Olympics had on the Liberty. I think the Liberty players that went to the Olympics, I think it strengthened their game. And I think for the Aces players that went to the Olympics, I think the Olympics kind of took away their, I don't want to say momentum or mojo, but they looked gassed after that damn Olympics, and the way they looked in that playoff and in the final, in the playoffs they look gassed. The Aces look gassed. So I'm just shocked that a Liberty team who knocked out the champs and the only opposition they had was either the Sun or Minnesota. And granted, yes, the Minnesota Lynx are dope. They got 4 chips. They've had one of the greatest players ever in Maya Moore, but Maya Moore cut her career short to free people out of jail. What is it? Wrongfully evicted folks and trying to get them out of jail. That woman stopped her career just to do that, and she was super sick and was a standout all-time player at UConn and in the pros, and got 4 chips. You know what I'm saying? But that team is not this team. I don't think anybody. I don't know if there's any player on this team that played with her that's on a Lynx team. But this Lynx team, what is it? Is no joke. Nafisa Collier is cold-blooded, and you got that Williams. That girl with the haircut looking like fucking Wesley Snipes and Demolition Man. Shoot, that sister is balling, y'all. Like she put up a move last night. She looked like AI going to the cup, broke down Stewie from the Liberty and some other Liberty player and laid this shit, man. Williams is mad nice. Like I love her game. Like that girl can hoop. I love Laney for Liberty. That sister is gorgeous and she can for real hoop. I love she step back, break you down, da 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 da. Lainey was not in her game. She was not in her. She wasn't in her bag. She wasn't in her game. She wasn't in her right frame of mind during last game because game. I think that was game 4. She was completely out of it. She wasn't in that game offensively, and barely defensively. So hopefully Lainey can turn around. She's my favorite player with the Liberty. And your star players, Anescu and Breonna Stewart, can I tell you they played like shit? Like, dude, Sabrina Ionescu, who used to be Caitlin Clark before Caitlin Clark came and took all her shine. This girl has done nothing in this final. The one thing she did, she hit that Steph Curry 3 to win game. I think that was game 3. Yeah, she hit the Steph Curry 3 to win game 3, and we thought, talking to a great young lady, Miss Beadle on Beadle and Decker, Sirius XM Mad Dog Radio, noon to 3 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and I was calling in a show like I always do, and saying to her like, hey, I think it's wraps, after game 3. And she agreed. She knew this was a Liberty chip. I knew this was a Liberty chip. They win game 3 in dramatic fashion, and then they just come around in game 4, last game, and just choke their ass off. So now game 5 is tonight at 7 o'clock Central Standard. I'm, dude. Yo, real talk. We coming up on the sports equinox, right? And the sports equinox gets me hyped. Let me tell you why. Sports equinox gets me hyped because you will have Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, NHL, and maybe college football, college basketball all playing on the same effing day. And it's coming up next week. Yeah. And it's coming up next week, and you will have all those sports playing on this at the same time. For a sports fiend like I am, that is the greatest. You got Major League Baseball playoffs. You got NBA just kicking off. You got NFL in full swing. You got hockey just kicking off, and they going hard already. Bruins, can you beat the Panthers? Like, why the fuck can't? I just don't understand why the Boston Bruins can't beat the Florida fucking Panthers. Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're the Boston Bruins. You're one of the best teams in the NHL. You've won championships. It's somewhat recently. It's been a while, but damn, like, fuck, it's the Panthers. Like, shit. Shout out to Matthew Kachuk because he rep STL. You know what I'm saying? Shaman out in the house. Home of JT. Fuck! Like we can't beat the fucking Florida fucking Panthers, bro. But it's just I love the sports equinox. And you about to have somewhat close to that tonight because you got I don't know if there's probably no preseason NBA, but you got a good game tonight. You got a Sunday night football, okay? I forget who's playing. Look it up. And then two games I'm worried about, and I think are going to be great. Liberty, Minnesota, game 5. That's like a game 7. And luckily, the NBA, the WNBA realized, okay, well, we can't have championship rounds, and it only goes to 5 games. So they're going to be game 7 from here on out, starting next season, which it should have been. But you got, and the first round needs to be longer too. Like the first round is only 3 games. Best of 3. That's stupid. That's too fast. MLB, I get why they do it, and I kind of get why the WNBA does it, but you need to expand that shit. But that game is game 5 tonight. Whoever wins the WNBA championship. I cannot wait to watch that. And then you have, I didn't talk about it at all because neither one of my teams are in it. I have 2 teams in the National League. The Philadelphia Phillies, because I love Bryce Harper. That white boy is cold, fucking blooded. Like, he is so goddamn dope. Like, that dude is dope. Nobody's fucking with Bryce Harper. Like, I love that dude. I love him. I love his dad. I love both of them when they was at the All-Star, at the Home Run Derby. Fucking, he was throwing balls to his, and my man just, cow, 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 just sending them shits out the park. You know what I'm saying? So I mess with Bryce tough. And I love this is another reason why I mess with him, right? And I didn't know all about him back in the day. I just loved in the 80s that maroon effing out a fucking jersey they had. and with the fucking big ass white P for fit. I love that shit. That shit is hard. And then I got a pair of fucking Air Max pluses on right now that same exact color, and I can't wait to get a fucking jersey to go with the shit. But the Phillies ain't in it, and the cheap ass St. Louis Cardinals who never want to spend money. Bill DeWitt, I'm really sick of you. Y'all can get rid of Mosaic if you want to. Mosaic is the general manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, and he isn't. This is what Mo does, right? This is what the Mo and the Cardinals do. They bring in good players, and they realize, oh, they're good, and then them players have like a slump or some shit, and they fucking ship them away, and then they go somewhere else and clown. Tommy Edman right now is with the Dodgers clowning. It's so many ex-Cardinals that are somewhere else balling. That's the shit they do, though, and I'm just so sick of they whack ass. Like, St. Louis Cardinals, get your head out of your fucking ass. Like, it's just sad. But my two National League teams ain't in it, so I just wanted the series to hurry up and be over with so I could see Dodgers Yankees. I've never seen L.A. versus New York in the World Series. I want to see LA versus New York. I want to see Dodgers versus Yankees. I want to see one of the two most historic franchises in that sport do. I mean, there's so many historic franchises in fucking Major League Baseball, but I want to see them go fucking at it. I want to see those payrolls, like, and I want it because I've never seen it. Number two, I think we could beat the Dodgers. I really do. I think the Yankees can beat them. This Dodgers team was put together. They've been together, but they mostly were put together this year. They just got Shohei this year. And Shohei, is he good? Like, yeah. I mean, that Asian dude, he hit a home run, and he's been a little cold in the NLCS. And when I say a little cold, he's still been putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? But he hit a ball in game 3, I think it was, in the NLCS, and it was inconsequential because the game was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already had, like, I think a 6-0 lead or some shit. 6, yeah. And he hit a 2-run shot. He hit the ball so hard, I didn't think it was going to land, and it looked like he was going to knock it out of Chavez Ravine, which is where the Dodgers play in Los Angeles. It was stupid. It was stupid. Like, Shohei is that deal. It is a reason why this man is going to make $700 million. You heard me, for his contract. He is going to make $700 million. He is the first $700 million player in Major League Baseball. He's going to make that. Juan Soto, our guy with the Yankees, he may surpass it. Especially with that go ahead home run he had last night. Like, Soto was stupid nice. But I just think the Yankees can beat that team because they were somewhat just put together. I know Dave Roberts is the man. He's the manager for that team. He is super good. He was a hell of a player. He played for that Boston team. And he's good as shit. The dude knows how to manage Mookie Betts, Shohei, Freddie Freeman. I mean, that lineup is stacking. Freddie ain't even done shit. He ain't even done nothing in this playoffs, but he ain't really had to because that lineup is so dope. There's so many other people in that lineup right now. Like, their household names, I'm drawing a blank. But all I know is I do not want these Mets to win tonight. They play them tonight. This game is in Los Angeles. After I leave here, I'm going straight to DraftKings because I think both my parlays are shot. I know one of them is because I had New England winning, the Patriots winning this morning. And they couldn't pull it off. They fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, classic New England. It's a winnable game in London. You've been over there. I don't know how long you've been over there. Fucking Jacksonville been over there for the last 2 weeks because they had a game over there last Sunday. Won that and then beat my boys, so they fucked up my parlay. But I got another player prop parlay. Shit, that one's probably fucked because I had David Montgomery in there to get a touchdown. I think he hurt himself, so he's out. So that fucks my parlay up. So I'm about to go to DraftKings, and I'm gonna go bet some shit. And I'm betting on these Dodgers. Mookie's going to get a hit, RBI. Shohei, I want to get home run for him, but I'm not sure. But I'm damn sure going to bet on him getting a RBI, a hit or two. I'm going to bet on the Dodgers to win big. I'm going to bet on the Dodgers to get hits, and I'm going to bet on them because if you look at this NLCS, no game has been close. Every game has been a fucking blowout. A game. A game has been a blowout. I did not expect to see this. The Mets aren't even supposed to be here. If you know baseball and you pay attention to Major League Baseball, the Mets aren't even supposed to be here. The Mets barely got in the damn tournament. They barely got in the motherfucker. Like the only reason they got in is because what is it? They won. They won their last game. They went on a run towards the end of the season. They had a doubleheader against the Braves that they had to win at least one of those games. If they won just one of those games, and the only reason they had the doubleheader is because one of them had to get postponed because of the first damn hurricane that they had down here earlier this year. And shout out to everyone in the South, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia states that were affected by these hurricanes over the last month or two, last 2 months. Lord, please watch over those people and help those people recover as soon as they can because that a lot of that, especially in North Carolina, that it was devastating. You know, when the hurricane came in, it wiped out some towns. So we just pray that everyone is safe and that they can rebuild as soon as possible, and that their state and federal government help them out in any way, shape, or form, and do not make it hard for these people to get what they need. But the Mets to win their first game, which they needed to win, they won it, and then they could coast in the second game, and then the Braves won that one, so the Braves were able to get in. And then the Braves got knocked out with the quickness in the first round, I think, by Cleveland. No, I'm sorry. That's American League. Who knocked the Braves out? Padres. You know, Padres beat the brakes off of them, and the Padres were one of the hottest teams in baseball. Hell, people had Padres going to the damn World Series they damn self. But they got a little cocky. They got a little cocky too early, and they fucked themselves. It happens. It does. It's professional sports. It's real easy, and I'm talking about, can I tell y'all, me and the fam, wifey, my daughter, we went out. Wifey had a work conference out there in July, earlier this, just early July, and man, the work conference. The day we land on a Sunday, and guess who's playing? The Padres are playing that day against guess who? The Diamondbacks, and this is no lie. This is how sports works. The Diamondbacks held a tiebreaker over the Braves and the fucking Mets. So if the Mets would have got swept in both them games by Atlanta, Diamondbacks would have automatically been in and Atlanta would have been out. Then if the Mets would have swept the Diamondbacks, if the Mets would have swept the Braves in both those two games, the doubleheader they had to have, the last game of the season, the Diamondbacks would have been in and the Mets would have been out. Isn't that crazy? So did they work out something with those two teams ahead of time? You know what I'm saying? So they would get in, and I don't fucking know. But that's some crazy shit. But when we land, we could have. They played the Diamondbacks like about 2 hours, about 2 hours after we landed. We could have went to the game, y'all. We walked over to this awesome breakfast spot my wife found. Yo, I don't. It was some type of, man, pecan caramel pancake joint, like with caramels. Man, that shit was so fucking good. Like the breakfast food was off the chain. It was expensive. It's San Diego, California, but it was good. Like it was crazy good. I don't even like pecans like that. I might not even been pecans. It was some type of super sweet pancake. Man, it was crushing anything you get from IHOP. And I still fuck with IHOP. IHOP is good. But this shit? It was next level. And I just want to say, being that close to Petco Park, our hotel too was like right up the street from it. So because we were in a gaslight district, that's where all that shit is. and the lights were up, so they were playing so late. Yeah, because they had a game Sunday night. They had a game Sunday during the day. Then they had another game Monday night, and they might have had a game Tuesday too. I'm not sure, but it's just their park is so beautiful. Like, man, we couldn't get in. Of course, we didn't have a ticket, but they got you can walk around the outside of it. There's that's sectioned off, but then you can there's like a almost, I don't know if it's like Ballpark Village like we have here in St. Louis, but it kind of looked like it. Man, it was sick. So I totally regret not going to that game, but I love the trip was outstanding. I love being with my family, but it's just that Padres team was supposed to do something and they didn't. But I want to see the Dodgers beat the brakes off the Mets tonight. Hopefully they will. I think they will. I want to see that. I want to see, and I'll be honest with you. I'll take it to football real quick. I want to see KC lose finally to the fucking Niners. I'm sick of KC, these Chiefs with a banged up ass team. They still are able to get. I'm sick of fucking seeing it. Like they shouldn't be good enough to still get these W's that they are getting. They're still undefeated in this season. I want to see the Niners be able to do it, but the Niners ain't at full strength. You know what I'm saying? So they can rely on that. But I'm about to go. Like I said, I'm going to DraftKings. I'm gonna put in my bet tonight. I might do a parlay of Dodgers winning. I want it, man. Look here. I was gonna go. I was gonna go Liberty. I was gonna go Liberty. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm not even betting on that game. I'm not betting on that WNBA game. I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't see it. I'm not feeling it because the way the two stars for the New York Liberty team have not shown up, and the way the Minnesota Lynx as a whole have shown up, and especially with Collier and fucking Williams, man, Liberty, y'all in trouble. So that's all there is to it. I'm about to go. What else I want to tell y'all about? Man, I just tired, man. But I'm ready for this season to start. I'm ready for this NBA season to start. I'm just gonna say it right now. Y'all know what it is. Seas are repeating. There may be somebody to test them, but I'm not. I don't see it as of now. And unless the Nuggets are 100% healthy and got a good bench, they maybe could do it. Other than that, good luck. And that Philly experiment, oh boy, hurt already. You know what I'm saying? When are y'all gonna get Joel Embiid some real help? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when will the Philadelphia 76ers get Joel Embiid some real effing help? Like, I'm not even blaming y'all, but I kind of am, because you saw the writing on the wall and you still held on to it. You knew the Simmons thing wasn't going to work, but you held on to that a year, 2 years too long. But you should have got this man some real fucking help, and you don't. And I love Embiid. I love his game. I think he gets hated on. But I know one thing. Feel free to come to Boston, bro. You want to win and never lose again? You want to win, Joel, and never lose again? Because this is what happens. He's going to leave Philly after they lose again this season because they're not winning shit. And I'm telling you, the team that I'm scared he's going to end up with, because he already cool with dude, is Miami. And they need him. Miami need him in the worst way. You put him at the 5, you slide a Bam to the 4. Oh my God. Miami would be such a problem. Like, oh God. I would worry about that in the worst way. So yeah, out of the West, I'm guess. You know what? F it. Phoenix. I'm not worried. I'm not thinking that those few little point guards you brought. I'm not Landry Fields and whoever the other dude is. I don't think that makes y'all any better. I still think that that Phoenix team is going to be flawed. Now they got a better coach now, because Vogel. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of effed up because my man has won and he's had good teams, but players do not like dude. You know what I'm saying? What up, wifey? How you living? They do not like dude. So uh, Vogel does not get the respect in locker rooms that he deserves. So I think they got a better coach now in Coach Bud, who is also one. Built some amazing teams. Had some great teams in Atlanta with the Hawks. Had great teams with Milwaukee. The Milwaukee Bucks new ownership will forever kick themselves down the road. They won't do it now because they haven't realized it yet. And maybe they do in their heart of hearts, but they F themselves by kicking him out of that franchise and firing him when they lost to Miami in 2023. When they lost to Miami last year in the first round, they thought, oh, there's no way that should have happened, and that's inexcusable, and da 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 da, and they took all that shit out on dude. And guess what? Miami went to the fucking finals that goddamn year. It was good as fucking. They were the best team in the Eastern Conference, and that was a Bucks team whose second best player was hurt. Coach had just lost. His brother was killed unexpectedly. I wasn't sure if he killed or died. I'm not sure. I think he might have died. It was unexpected. And you're gonna blame him for that team underachieving. And Giannis didn't play good. So good luck, Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee's gonna be better this year than they were last year, but they got nowhere to go but up because they were shitty. That Doc Rivers boy. Well, my man came in and took Griff's job, boy. Ain't that about a bitch? You know what I'm saying? And I get why Doc took the job, but Doc should have just said, you know what, I don't want this job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, we're gonna and Doc said the reason why he took it is they were gonna fire Griff anyway. Well, guess what? Let someone else take that fucking job, Doc. Let someone else. You stay your happy ass on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? You stay your happy ass with Disney and call NBA games because you taking that job was a dirty look. It looked dirty and it played out to be dirty all effing season last year. But here's the thing: you a grown ass man. I can't tell you what to do. You know what you're doing. I'm not your agent. But if I was your agent, I would have strongly advised you not to do that. But yes, I am about to take my happy ass over to DraftKings, put in a parlay or two. No, I'm going to put in 2 parlays, 1 baseball, 1 football, and I am going to enjoy my Sunday. I'll tell y'all one thing, man. It is hard. It is hard to do a 49-hour-a-week job and do a podcast. It is not easy, but it's the behind the scenes shit of podcasting. You know, everyone who does not have major sponsorship, everyone that you see on this network, everyone that you see anywhere else doing podcasts and do not have major sponsorship, this is their other job. You know what I mean? This is their second job. This is their hobby. And it takes a lot to do that and do, you know what I'm saying, whoop-de-whoop. But we do it because we love it, you know what I mean? And we do it because it's fun. And to be honest with you, I got to get my sports takes off some motherfucking where. And I got to get my my cannabis love off somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I got to talk my politics somewhere, so I might as well do it on my show. And I'm able to do it here at My City, My Music. So, you know what I'm saying? Boom. That's how we doing this shit. But, where is it at? Doom. Like I said, this has been fun. I'm about to shit. Like, Meta, tell me why the fuck I can't do an hour on my lives no more. Like, y'all cut me off after an hour. Thank you, wifey. What is it? I don't understand why they cut me off at an hour. No, I can't do no more than 60 minutes on Meta. That's kind of messed up. But Pats, get your shit together. You guys need to win a fucking game. Everybody I pick, Dodgers win tonight. Everybody I pick to get some hits and get some runs, some RBIs, make sure y'all get them. And whatever the football teams I pick today to win. Quarterbacks, get these touchdowns. Running backs, get these touchdowns. Get these yards. I need this shit. Yo, sports, man, it's awesome. Yo, basketball is the greatest, though. We will be back next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm not sure if I'm going to do sports or might be another political one right before the election. Make sure y'all get out and vote. That's how we're doing it. My name is OThaGreat. Follow me at, I'm on OThaGreat, OTHA Great on Facebook, Twitter, and High Off the Glass on Facebook, IG. And yeah, love y'all. Deuces, I'm out.